houses, yeah, we tribing up back then. Of Dan, right? Danite is the house of Dan. Who you talking about? House of William the Conqueror, right? Now we're talking Braveheart. Again, we got to talk Richard the Lionhearted, because he was tried up with this William. The house of Andreas from the race of St. Andrew and the kindred of the kings of Jerusalem. So it's bringing these houses, this Clancy all Andreas with the house of Dan. And it's all happening here, you know what I'm saying, around this, you know, this 120 mark. And again, it says they resisted Roman rule north of Hadrian's Wall in 120 and again in 1200. And this makes me think about the 1,000 year time shifts. This could all be the same event happening. But again, it's still bringing you right to the Dark Ages, right to the 1200 mark. And that's when Preston Genghis Khan had their situation right there, 1203, they say, right? So, okay. We're just talking Jerusalem when we talk Andrews. We're just talking Israel when we talk Andrews. We're just talking about you when we talk Andrews, because you are the copper color races that were just found here, man. Just found here. And who's Big Mama? Yeah, because they say on the family crest, wisdom is the conqueror of fortune. Let's go. Wisdom is the conqueror of fortune. Does not wisdom call? Wisdom is the conqueror of fortune. Does not wisdom call and understanding put forth her voice? Proverbs chapter 8. Let's get it, verse 1. In the top of high places, by the way, where the paths meet, where the paths meet, where the paths meet. X marks the spot. Do you see clearly? It's the last letter of the Hebrew, right? The tau, the covenant, the mark, the sign, right? Let's go. Surfing the wave. Wisdom is the conqueror of fortune. She's standing where the paths meet. She stands where X marks the spot. Beside the gates at the entry of the city. Remember the Hebrew. Aleph, strong power, enters the house, right? Remember the Ibaru, because they search it for 500 years. Let's see, I just had to find a new chart, man, because they just keep making the other ones vanish, man. And this one's a little different because it has the mysterious 23rd letter, twisted, dark, and wicked, the God. I think there's a lot of mystery around this God, man. Let's go with the 22. Right, you got the tau, which is the mark, the sign, the monument, or the covenant. Alright. Now Mama says she's standing at the entrance of the city. So when that strong power enters your family, the left bet, you start to move the gom, the gimel, the gom, you start to gather, right? X marks the spot. She says she's standing where the paths meet. At the entrance, she's literally, man, everything she's saying is going right down the line of the Paleo-Picto-Hebrew, which is amazing. HaWah with wisdom, with Amah, gives you validation after validation after validation. And when you call on HaWah, you are calling on breath and security, which you need to get your food, to get your nourishment, and to cut off that hijack. Mama says she's standing where the entrance be after the gathering, right? After what? Let mama, Big Mama's talking for herself. This is not him talking. This is her talking, right? Her voice. You didn't know about your mama? You weren't concerned with fortune at all in your life? You're not concerned with the fortune of your family? Because last time that I checked, Big Mama is the conqueror of fortune. But she gonna tell you, because, I don't want you to take it, from the Andrews, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna tell you she's the conqueror of fortune. She's gonna tell you that power is mine. Ain't you, Big Mama? Sound crazy to you? Am I making this up? Am I adding something to you and your spirituality? Or did you forget about your breath? Are you thoughtless? How you have a thought without a breath? Mama's beside the gates. Mama is understanding, man. You're reading a book, you want understanding, and you don't want Big Mama? You don't want your mother? In the top of high places, by the way, where the paths meet. Where the paths meet. That means there's a gathering, boss. And you enter a door or an entrance before you get Mama with her arms raised, not no man. Mama with her arms raised gives you that breath so that you can get your wah security. That's why a dragon sounds like wah when he's burning you down with that dragon fire. Israel's return, right? You seeking your wow, your breath and security. And with that, you're ready for David, the Khan of Khans, where the paths meet, beside the gates, at the entrance of the city. So your leader, your power, your strength enters your body, your mind, your soul, and you start to gather and walk through an entrance. And the first thing you get is a revelation. What's breath without security? What's security without no breath? Wisdom is the conqueror of fortune. At the coming in, at the doors, at the what? At the door. It's literally right in our face bone the whole time, man. For those with eyes to see, right? So it's a dragonfly perspective at the coming in, the entry of the city, the entry, the coming in at the door. She cries aloud unto you, oh man. I call and my voice is to the sons of men. Oh, you thoughtless, what? Understand prudence. And you fools be of an understanding heart. Mama's gonna be Big Mama from the gate. She gonna be like, look, man, you thoughtless fools, man. How dare you, man? How dare you forget about me? Verse 6, for I will speak excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things. Mama speaking for herself. The opening of her lips shall be right things. Mama ain't no hijack. Fool, is you foolish? You fool? You forgot? Oh, you been in solitary. That's why you thoughtless. That's why Christianity gave you a Father God, Father God. You only think about your father? That's 100% Christianities. 100% Christianities, man. So I need you to see clear. We all need to see clear. This is where we're at. Big Mama's in the house. It's Big Mama's house, right? And wickedness is an abomination to my lips. All the words of my mouth are in righteousness, and there is nothing perverse or crooked in them. They are all plain to him that understands, and right to them that find knowledge. Receive my instruction, and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. Don't Solomon say that too? For wisdom is better than rubies. Whoa. You mean wisdom is the conqueror of fortune? I mean, these Andrews got to drop, right? Because they on their King Solomon tip. Wisdom is the conqueror of fortune, man. For wisdom is better than rubies. Yeah, you thought we were just talking about gold. No, man, we're talking about something better than rubies. All things desirable are not to be compared unto her. This is what we are, Most High over everything. I, wisdom, dwell with prudence and find out knowledge of devices. The fear of HaWah is to hate evil. Pride and arrogancy in the evil way, and the forward mouth do I hate. Counsel is mine, and sound wisdom. I am understanding. Power is mine. Wisdom is the conqueror of fortune. Mom, Big Mama say, we talking about her voice, right? She just said power is mine. She just said she is understanding, right? You talking about counsel? You talking about kings and kingdoms? This is why we're reading Proverbs 8. I can't bring up doom diverses and Saracens and the kingdoms of President John and nothing without talking Big Mama. By me kings reign, and princes decree justice. Justice, right? We talking about code keeping. And by me princes rule and nobles, man. You can't talk kingdom without talking about Big Mama and the judges of the earth, the priesthood, the Khans. You can't talk Khan without talking Big Mama. I love them that love me, man. So don't be thoughtless. Show your Ahab. Give the proper honor to your mother and your father. That's part of your code, your so-called 10 commandments, which we call the 9 code. Honor your father and mother. And in the Picto, in Los Lunas, New Mexico, there's the Picto Hebrew on the big old boulder in Los Lunas. They call it the Los Lunas Stone, Decalogue Stone. And one of the translators translated that one differently. Instead of honor your father and mother, remember it was honor your father and mother above. Honor the father and mother above, right? So that makes it all simple. We're talking framer, shaper. They made it just about your earthly parents, which doesn't make sense. Not all earthly parents are deserving of this type of honor, as we know. So, I hope you have one. I hope you have one. Hope you have two. But we're talking about framer, shaper, mother and father above. I love them that love me, and those that seek me earnestly, earnestly shall find me. So we just read in Hosea, right, that you're going to return, that we're going to return. Verse 5, afterwards shall the children of Israel return and seek the Lord their God, they translate, right? You look into, the lexicon of this is going to take you to the Hayas, right back to the HaWahs we got, right back to existence, but specifically to your HaWah, frame and shape, or your breath and your security. Your breath is your wisdom, is your revelation. And your father is described as a tent peg that gives you the foundation so you don't blow away, right? Keep the code. Get your security. And those that seek me earnestly shall find me. So When you seek HaWah, you are definitely also seeking Big Mama earnestly. I'm not telling you that. Mama's saying to seek her earnestly. Even in our Proverbs, there's Proverbs about the wise man or being at the wise man's door, right? Well, the wise man gets his wisdom from Big Mama. Does not wisdom call and put forth her voice? So I'm saying Christianity took a lot away from Big Mama, took her role away. She's at the right hand of the Creator. Instead, they put their JC at the right hand of the Creator, right? He took over Big Mama's spot. He took over the children of Israel's spot as the firstborn, right? David's spot. He took over everyone's spot. So I want you to see the ultra hijack, man. When it comes to Big Mama, and Christianity has been relegated to something it's just wisdom. It's just wisdom. What do you mean? Just wisdom, right? This is how they translate it. Wisdom, right? I'm talking Big Mama. Big Mama. The biggest. Yeah, man. By me, kings reign, princes decree. By me, princes rule and nobles, even all the judges of the earth. I love them that love me, and those that seek me earnestly shall find me. Riches and honor are with me. Wisdom is the conqueror of all fortune. Yeah, enduring riches and righteousness. My fruit is better than gold. Yeah, even fine gold. My produce better than choice silver. I walk in the way of righteousness in the midst of the paths of judgment, of justice, shall I? So the paths, right, where the paths meet, in the midst of the paths of justice, that I may cause those that love me to inherit substance. Wisdom is the conqueror of fortune. Con? I think we on to something, Andrews. My Nagas, I think we on to something. All right? That I might fill your treasuries. That I may fill your treasuries. He's like, I know you got Big Papa, but power is mine. And I'm standing right here in the way of righteousness. My lips are speaking righteousness, right? You love me to inherit substance. And I, Big Mama, fills your treasuries, boss. Big Mama gives you the play, right? The understanding. So the Lord made me as the beginning of his way, right? Now we can get to his, right? And now we can see the framer shaper, that this is a duet, that this is a mighty combo, right? A mighty connection, right? So HaWah didn't make no move, or I'll say Father for now, just to establish this, right? So your father didn't make a move without Big Mama. He made sure, however this making happened, that Big Mama was the beginning of his way. The first of his works of old, not the second, third, or fourth. Nothing else was created or made or in existence before Big Mama was rocking side by side with Big Daddy, man. Honor your mother and father above. The first of his works of old, I was set up from everlasting, from the beginning. But now you got no, Jesus was there from the beginning. Jesus was the right hand. Jesus. No, Big Mama was there from the beginning. She was the first. From everlasting, from the beginning, or ever the earth was. So you telling me the earth was not created yet? Khan, which means that the creation of the earth happened with her. Yeah. I was set up from everlasting, from the beginning, or ever the earth was, when there were no depths. I was brought forth. So you mean that my creation, me as a human being, was created with Big Mama? Yes. Because Big Mama was the first of his works. So yeah, Big Mama had a big hand in the creation of the earth and you, my Naya. Yeah, so when I talk creator, right? You don't think Big Mama is over there creating you and the earth? Because she was there when there were no depths. I was brought forth when there were no fountains abounding with water, before the mountains were settled, before the hills was I brought forth, while as yet he had not made the earth, nor the fields, nor the beginning of the dust of the world. When he established the heavens, I was there. When he set a circle upon the face of the deep, when he made firm the skies above, firm as in firmament, yeah, as in a dome, firm. Firm, my nigga. This ball earth they give us ain't firm. What, gravity, man? Stop it, man. When the fountains of the deep showed their might, when he gave to the sea his decree that the water should not transgress his commandment, when he appointed the foundations of the earth, then I was by him. Who else can claim to be by Big Papa, right? Big Ancho, right? As a nursling. What does a nursling do? I was daily all delight. What does it mean to be daily all delight? If a woman says, hey, I'm daily all his delight, that means they together, right? They're together, right? So playing always before. If a woman says, man, I play always before him, yeah, they're together, right? Playing in his hospitable earth, right? And my delights are with the sons and daughters. We know. We just translators translating. Sister Aquas, we rocking together, right? So now therefore you children hearken unto me. So when she's saying hearken unto me, mama ain't saying don't listen to daddy, don't listen to your father, but she's saying my words are his words. I speak in truth, I speak in righteousness. So listen to me. For happy are they that keep my ways. She didn't say daddy's ways. She didn't say your father's way. These are Big Mama's ways. These commandments are hers. This Torah is hers. Hear instruction and be wise. Refuse it not. Happy is the man that listens to me and sister, right? Watching daily at my gates. Huh? Oh, I gotta listen to the wise man. Watching daily at Mama's gates. Are you watching daily at Mama's gates? Waiting at the post of Mama's door? Because Mama's door is at the entrance. To get that look, to get that reveal, to get that, that breath, to get that security. Daddy's the security, Mama's the breath. Inhale is feminine. Exhale, wow, is masculine. Come on, man. Then we could talk Zion. Then we could talk Zion. Food. You want that food? Tribe. It's time to eat. You ain't gonna eat without your breath. You ain't gonna eat without Big Mama. Because you want favor of HaWah. In other words, for whoever find me obtains favor of your father. Obviously, you got favor of mama, but now, if I'm digging you, daddy's digging you, man. If I love you, daddy loves you. You're going to have favor because he knows I love you. He knows I love you. He's going to have favor, like David, right? And just like the Aquas, man, like Ruth, right? We talk about Ruth, the Moabitess, right? We got a lot of righteous Israelite queens, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Queen Tamar now. You know what I'm saying? Lady Hannah, we just got. Oh man, I mean, shout out to Miriam, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, dragons on the wall, man. He that misses me wrongs his own soul. That's why we know wisdom is the conqueror of fortune. Because you don't rock with mama, it can also be your destruction of fortune, right? It goes both ways, double-edged sword. And they that hate me love that double-edged sword, man. Hey, you better be watching at mama's gates, waiting at her post, man. You find her, you obtain favor of our creator. Yeah. Power is mine. Counsel is mine. By me, kings reign. Solomon says something similar. Proverbs chapter 4. Hear you the instruction of a father. Attend to no understanding, for I gave you good doctrine. Forsake you not my teaching. For I was a son unto my father, tender and an only one in the sight of my mother. And he taught me and said unto me, let your heart hold fast my words, keep my commandments and live. Mama says you find life. Keep the code. Get wisdom. What? Get wisdom. Who? Yeah. Wisdom is the conqueror of fortune. Forget not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. Right? Get understanding. Mama says she is understanding, right? And don't forget nor decline the words of my mouth. Forsake her not. Who? Her. Who's her? Big mama, man. She will preserve you. Mama just said, you find me, you find, you'll get favor of HaWah, right? She will preserve you. Love her and she will keep you. She said, I love them that love me. The beginning of wisdom, man, go get go get mama, man. Translators be this is one of the funniest translations right here, man. The beginning of wisdom, man, is to go get wisdom. You know what I'm saying? To get wisdom, though, you gotta walk through that door. You need your strong power to lead your house, your family. You need a floor plan, man, in your tent, right? It's the same tent that you need the pegs to secure. So all this, spirituality, all your strength needs to have security. This is the tent. The tent contains the family. The tent is the house. When you gather together, when X marks the spot, right? That's when you are connected through a portal, right? Through a vortex, through a door, right? And that's when you can see clearly. That's when you're getting your dragon on. That's when you got your breath. Wow, that's when you got that fire for security. You hooked in, you linked in, you are secure. So tribe, let's eat. Let's stop playing. And that's why my Nagas is putting their guns down. That's why the Nagas is tribing up. That's why we know it's time to eat. To get wisdom. Because we know that is the conqueror of our fortune. We don't want to be thoughtless no more. Let's go. Yeah, with all your gathering, get understanding, extol her. We did this many times, right? We said, what does extol mean, right? Extol meaning. Here we go. And it says, Oxford Language Dictionary, to praise enthusiastically. He extolled the virtues of the Russian people. Oh, we're going to talk roots. And we're talking roots too. That's crazy. But to praise, man. So we say halal. Halal means praise, right? In Hebrew, halal, praise. HaWah, praise our breath and our wah, HaWah, HaWah, the fifth and sixth letters. If the ha is hijacked to you, then your breath is hijacked. Because Drop ain't making nothing up. I'm reading Picto Paleo, and I'm reading it with you before they turn into their modern Greek, Latin, and English. Big Mama says she at the entry of the gates, at the door. You walk to the door, you get Big Mama. You get the revelation. You get the breath. Man, you got a problem with high? You got a problem with breath. You got a problem with what? You got a problem with security, not me. It's your security. I know you don't got a problem with no Zon, because that means you don't want to eat or be nourished. And you don't want to cut off that hijack and put him outside the wall. Game of Thrones, right? You got to know what's surrounding you, contained within your tent, right? Where X still was marking the spot, the entrance, the gathering. All right, cons. I mean, it just feels good to know that we are extolling, we are praising enthusiastically, as Solomon, is directing. You know what I'm saying? To extol is to praise enthusiastically. Her, she will exalt you. I'm reading the same Bible you read. It's just Christianity didn't give us the understanding. They just gave us some Father God who is their Zeus or Jesus or Jesus. They wrapped up these Roman gods, which are these Greek gods, which are these Atlantean gods, Egyptian gods, right? Which are these Marvel Avengers, right? We're going to talk Marvel. Y'all want to talk Marvel? We're about to talk some Marvel because y'all deserve to talk Marvel, man. So when we praise HaWah, we are extolling her, praising her and him. Father, mother, mother, father. And she will exalt you. Yeah, we're talking framer, shaper, Papa Wu. She will bring thee to honor when thou dost embrace her. She will give to thy head a chaplet of grace, a crown of glory will she bestow on thee. You know why, man? Because wisdom is the conqueror of fortune.